today's video, I will be ranking the UFC champions from least aura, which were unknown and they have no charisma, to most aura, with the intimidating and the very known. So now on number 7, this might be a bit controversial, but I'm picking Joshua Van. I know his fight against Asoro Tyre was amazing and it was badass, but he's a new champion, and I think when you become champion, you have to build yourself first. And he won the belt in a fluke way, won the belt by Pantoja's arm breaking, and say if that never happened, he probably wouldn't have won that fight. And yeah, it's like Aljamain Sterling when he won the belt. Nobody liked him. And then he beat the champion again, Piotr in the rematch, and nobody liked him. And then when he lost against Sean O'Malley, he got knocked out. Everybody loved that moment, and I don't think he's not built enough aura yet. No, he's young. He's like 24. He's only been in the UFC since like for 2 years, and yeah, it's crazy. Now for number 7, I'm picking Piotr. Yeah, this guy is. I think he's more cold and dangerous. I think he's more of like an assassin than having aura. You know, his fight is brutal. He doesn't fight aggressively, but he's like a computer. He just reads people and then he just picks them apart. His fight against Marab Dawalashvili in the rematch was crazy. He put a beating on him, even against Aljamain Sterling in the first fight. The in the Apex, Jan was beating him up and was looking on the first fight. Even the Aljamain, the rematch one, I think Piotr Jan should have won that, and the judges ruined that one. And even the Sean O'Malley fight, I think Jan should have won that one as well. And yeah, he's good, but I don't think he's more of like an intimidating person. Also, he's a bantamweight, so he's like 5'7". He's pretty short, and yeah, so yeah, Pyutian at 7. Now number 6, I have Carlos so big. It just, if we see by the picture, he looks like a movie star or like a crackhead on the street selling drugs. He used to work as a stripper in the club in New Zealand, and yeah, and explains why. He does have a cool vibe though. You know, I don't know if he'd be a good person to hang out around, but I think the reason that he's over Piotr and Joshua is that he does have loads of knockouts. You know, he's knocked out. The Yuri knockout gave him loads of aura and star power. And say if he defends the belt against Ankalaev, I think he can build himself on that. But right now he's just not really on that top of the tier list. So yeah, Carlos Solberg at 6. Then on number 5, it's Volk. Yeah, I think he's the most loved and respected champion in my opinion. Everybody loves him. I don't know if you've ever seen a Volk hater in your life, and even if you have, they're probably just salty for Diego Lopez, and he's the greatest of all time in his division. He's beat Holloway 3 times. He's beat Aldo. He's beat Diego Lopez. He's probably gonna fight Movsar, which I think he beats Movsar. And yeah, it's he's one of the loved, respected, and he fights, and his fighting style is just portraying of that. He's so good. Um, you know, if we seen in the third fight against Max Holloway, he destroyed him to pieces. Even against the Korean Zombie, he TKO'd him. That was a beating. You had the Volkanovski Lopez did both fights. He dominated Lopez both times. So yeah, Volkanovski at 5, and he arguably beat Islam in the first fight. Anyway, in the fourth position, I have Sean Strickland. This guy is one of the biggest personalities in the UFC. If you just search up Sean Strickland reels or highlights, you'll probably see him in the press conference talking smack about Khamzat Chimaev or Dragos Duplessis, and he says whatever he wants. You know, if you've seen his Twitter, he posted a lot of stuff. He's been recently going at Justin Gaethje for the White House. He got banned from the White House event, which is pretty crazy. And he does have lots of aura. He turned against the odds twice against Khamzat Chimaev. and Israel Adesanya, where he was both big underdogs, and he beat the odds. I mean, yeah, he's really good. And I think with his hard defense against Imavov, he's probably going to fight soon. I think he beats Imavov, but yeah, he's one of the biggest personalities in the UFC. I think his press conferences are more entertaining than his fights, which is pretty funny. But yeah, Sean Strickland at 4. Now on number 3 is Islam Makhachev. I mean, he's like the final boss energy. He gives out that energy that you've gone all through the contenders and I have to beat him to win the belt. I mean, he has that Dagestani aura from Dagestan, from the mountains, trains every day, and he's very confident and dominant. We see in the fight against JDM, he was very dominant. Against Moicano, Poirier, Volkanovski in the second fight. Yeah, and he beat the other fighters in the prime. Speaking of, like, he beat Oliveira when he's on a 11-5 win streak. He beat Volkanovski when he's on like a 25 win streak. He beat JDM when he was on like a 18-5 win streak. So yeah, he's beat loads of people, and I think if he defends the belt one more time, he could become the greatest of all time. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think he's better than Khabib now. He's higher than Khabib on the GOAT list. So yeah. And now number 2 is Thomas Spinell. I mean, I think loads of people are forgetting how good Thomas Spinell is. I mean, he's the hardest hitted champion that we have in the UFC right now. He's knocked everybody out, like Sergey Pavlovich, um, Sergey Spivak, I think. And he's very fast for a heavyweight. I mean, for a heavyweight, you expect him to be more stationary and still, but yeah, he moves like a heavyweight. I mean, he's fast for a heavyweight. He moves like a bantamweight or like a flyweight, where he just moves around the octagon, and yeah, he is very intimidating. Being one not only just a heavyweight, but one of the greatest uh, hardest hitters of all time. Knocked off Sergey Pavlovich, we've seen was really good against Hassan Teixeira, and he made John Jones look, which is pretty crazy because I consider John Jones as one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. And if you're making John Jones duck you and make you fight Stipe Miocic, then that's pretty on levels on how dangerous this guy is and how intimidating he is and how much aura he has. Now for number 1, I think you probably guessed it by now. It's Ilia Topuria the Matador. I mean, this guy just like a aura king. He knocks everybody out. He's knocked out loads of people, and the thing is that I think puts him in the first place that he speaks loads of trash talk, but he does it into existence. He speaks it, then he does it like and he acts like it's never, and he acts like it's normal. I mean, he said he is gonna knock out Volkanovski. He knocked out Volkanovski. He said he's gonna knock out Max Holloway for the first time. He knocked out Max Holloway for the first time. He said he's knocked out Charles Oliveira in round 1. He knocked out Charles Oliveira in round 1. And yeah, I think he's the main face of the UFC right now. Maybe outside Pereira and Islam, he's the most valuable UFC superstar right now. And I think that's why everybody wants to fight him. You have Armin who wants to fight him, and yeah, he is also undefeated, which gives him all that aura and that charisma. So yeah, I think El Topuria is number 1. But you could swap Aspinall and Topuria, but yeah, I think Topuria is more on top because he's just a crazy guy. And if he wins against Gagey, he's gonna this levels his ranking. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. No webcam today, so please let me know your thoughts. Please like and subscribe, and then that I'll see you in the next video. Peace.